Hello, this is your professor, Dr. Eric Mortensen, and today I want to talk to you about understanding audience. So the objectives are as follows. 1, to define types of audiences and their expectations. 2, to practice analyzing model text to determine audience. And 3, to find the similarities and differences between authors and audiences. So analyzing the audience is very important. It gives you a way of thinking about what the author is doing and what they think they're trying to do. It applies their knowledge, how the author is applying their knowledge of their audience to create their message. The appeals that they're making to similarities between them and their reader, and how they're confronting differences of opinion and managing reactions, or trying to manage reactions. Okay, there's two things to think about when analyzing an audience. There's an intended audience, is basically, the people you want to read your words, and then there's the actual audience, and who is actually reading your words. You can determine the intended audience by looking at the place of publication, looking at the author's credentials, looking at the genre, what type of writing is it, what kind of expectations do people have for that genre, looking at the use of pronouns, us, them, you, me, how the author is situating themselves vis-a-vis their intended audience, or how they're imagining their intended audience. So how are they, the next question is, how are they relating, or how is the author relating to their audience, or trying to? What connections do they have? Common experience, common history, or common cause, and where are they disconnected in terms of principles, assumptions, or means to an end. So authors commonly appeal to shared identity traits. So you have things like common experience. In the far right of the column, you see, parenthood, grief, discrimination. Trying to kind of not obviously not everyone's going to sort of buy into this. Not everybody's a parent, so this is the point. What is the author trying to? What kind of audience is the author trying to address or build? Common history, right? The shared past experiences that the author's using to connect other people, or common causes, human rights or environmentalist causes, philanthropic causes. Basically looking for sort of shared assumptions the author's trying to make with an intended audience. Okay, so practice this below. So look at the common experience, history, and cause below and see if you can identify those. And pause if you need to. So authors and audiences often disagree on principles, assumptions, and means to an end. So principles are basically fundamental truths or values that we believe and possess. Assumptions that are the ideas and concepts and values that we imagine others accept as true, and means to an ends are the actions leading to determined results. So take a look at this article and see, if you can identify the author's principles, assumptions, and means to an end. You can pause if necessary. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact me. Good luck.